Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. I'm not gonna do any dancing. I literally just ate. So we're just gonna switch it over right now. And I did it way too early. Let's go over here. Let's go right here. That's where I want to be, right here. Now, there's something else playing in the back. I have no clue. Oh, you know what? Is it that? It's that. There we go. All right. You know I'm rusty as heck, man. You know I'm rusty as heck. Look, the cameras are not where I want it to be. Okay, there we go. Now let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's your boy Tru Inferno, and today's day is Tuesday, June the 27th, and we got a interesting edition of the Tru Inferno show. It's not on a Sunday. It's on a Tuesday. So, you probably wondering why is it on a Tuesday, but before we get to that, Silver, what's up? Thanks for showing up to the live stream. You're probably wondering why is it on a Tuesday now on a Sunday? Well, because simply, I was out of town. And I was supposed to be back yesterday, but my flight got canceled, so I had to book it for today. So obviously I'm back, and there's no more Sundays in the month of June. Not to mention, on Thursday, I go right back out of town, which means I'll be out of town next week Sunday. So there you go with that. So that explains that. And also, Monday's video was late because I was having rendering issues. So it was uploaded today once I got back. And it was uploaded at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So there you go with that. Alright. So here's what's about to go down. Let's switch on over to here. Where's my thing at? It's been a long... Y'all know it's been a long time since I've done this. There it is. So, today's guest is... This is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And my game is not showing up for you guys for some strange reason. There it is. So today's guest is very interesting. It's somebody who made his rise to fame on Twitch by hosting raids on Pokemon Go. Now they're hosting raids in Scarlet and Violet. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Aecorona10. Yo, Aecorona10, say what's up to the people. You can now unmute your mic now. Good, good, good. How you doing? How you doing? So we'll discuss that in a second, but the chat cannot hear you yet, and it's because of OBS. OBS is acting dumb. So let me make some adjustments real quick to my OBS. And okay, now do a say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up, people?
There we go. Now we in business. All right, so yeah, we'll get to my trip in a second. So before we get on to the live stream, and for those of you wondering, you probably wondering why am I late? Well, when you get back from my trip that he mentioned, and I had to set up, I had to record a video for tomorrow, by the way, and then there's another video that I need to work on that I haven't gotten to yet. I had to unpack for laundry business, and then get ready to pack again tomorrow. It's just too much, and I had to eat dinner, so that's why I was 30 minutes late. It was a lot going on right here. So enough about me. Yo, Silver, what's up? Intro to live stream. So, hey, Corona, is there anything you'd like to talk about yourself regarding, you know, to the audience, to the chat, anything like that?
No, I'm open to whatever they want to discuss or whatever you want to jump right into. I was gonna ask you, is like, what do you need from me as far as media? But I think it's only voice, so we're good.
Yes, it's only voice. Yeah, so far it's only voice. I haven't moved up to audio for my guests or anything like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that anytime soon, just to make things more convenient for my guests. So we're just keeping it at voice. All right, so a little description about Aecorona10. So like I said at the beginning, he live streamed. So actually, backtracking even further, we met in person at the meetup in 2019, and then I left to be the best man of a wedding, came back on Sunday, and then I saw you again on Sunday, and we talked, I think, for like 10 minutes. So, and then we've been cool ever since. But and then also prior to all that, you seem to have been very active in the raiding community. So before we get into everything that I have lined up, care to explain like your background regarding Pokemon Go and raiding and things of that nature prior to us meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. I was lucky enough to learn from King and Link from Oklahoma about waffle rating. So once to twice a month, I used to go out and drive around for, I don't even remember. I remember it was from 6 to 11. So it was 11 up to 11 hours from one time, and then it got extended for an hour or two. So for 11 to 13 hours, we just went around town and raided from sunrise to sunset. And anything under 110 raids, we consider kind of a failure in a day. So, fun.
Wow. You said under 110?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, continue.
So, that's how I got to meet. Yeah, True. I met him at Go Fest. He was crazy. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm here for today, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Or the day after, since I had to go to a wedding, and yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
so it was crazy. But after, what is it? After that summer, I actually moved back to Panama, and I kind of like stopped playing much until remote raid started. I remember it was kind of like a Wednesday or a Thursday that remote raids were introduced, and my first stream hosting raids was on Friday. So that was kind of like the little background or the story. So yeah, and then it was different, but I don't know. I was doing about 30 to 45 raids a day, depending on the day.
Okay, nice. All right. So prior to you moving back to Panama, I want to say you actually did raids with other Pokemon Go content creators. Is that correct?
Yeah. We raided in Kansas City. We did about 2 or 3. No, Holy visited a couple times, but yeah, we raided with Holy. We raided with Prejudice Nation. Link came over.
Only one link for those.
Huh?
When I was explaining to chat that you were talking about only one link.
Yeah, only
for
one.
those who more likely probably won't know who that is.
Yeah, only one link. What is it? Nick, J. Kim, they all stopped by and raided with us, but it was fun. It was different. It was snowy in one of the occasions, so. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Silver, speaking of Holly, Silver said last Wednesday he got lucky friends with her. And Squid, what's up? They showed it to the live stream. Alright, so let's jump straight into the topic. So I got a few topics that I want to discuss, not just with you, but with the chat as well. So let's switch on over to the first one, which is funny because I'm curious to see what your response will be to this. So, over the past 3 weekends, we had Shadow Articuno raids. And I done some, but it was difficult for me because I think that when that weekend first started. I think the weekend started, yes, on, June the 10th and 11th. So all these 3 weekends, I was in Florida. So it was interesting for me. But before I get to talk about my experience, Aecorona, did you do any Shadow Articuno raids? And if you did you get a shiny?
I did 2. I did one during Community Day, since I found a random one and there was somebody or a couple people in it. And then last weekend was Father's Day, so I actually was in the countryside visiting my dad. Well,
oh, okay.
Yeah, not this last weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah.
And then there was a random raid, and I did it. No, I didn't get a shiny. I didn't do any, like, 3 days ago. It was a little bit difficult. It was a hard duo. It was a somewhat easy trio, but I mean, I light up a couple flares and never show up. Nobody showed up or nobody answered for this last weekend. So no, I just did 2, no shiny.
Okay. So, those 3 weekends, I was in Florida. And we'll get to that Florida trip really soon. So I was in Florida. So the first 2 weekends, I was in Orlando. And I'm not sure you're familiar who this guy is, but I was hanging with my entire time. Well, not the entire time, but the first 2 weekends, I was hanging with V2 Mike, who is known in the Indianapolis community, but he moved to Orlando, I want to say sometime last year. And that first weekend, we would try to do Articuno raids. It wasn't like we were grinding, because, you know, we had other stuff that we had to do, and neither one of us got a shiny. So that first weekend, we did some stuff. Obviously, that first weekend, I hosted Community Day at Disney Springs, and, you know, we didn't really do much that Saturday. Sunday, we did more. And then the second weekend, that Saturday, we did some. And then Sunday, we did, I want to say a little bit. But Sunday was actually my last day with him, because my family was coming down for Disney World and, you know, things of that nature. So after I left him on Sunday, I basically did no Articuno raids. Like the last weekend, this past weekend, I was in Miami for it, and I couldn't find anybody to do raids. My friends, my boys who was down there, they don't play Pokemon Go, so it's hard, you know, so obviously. And I'll talk about Miami in a second, but yeah. I did a few raids, no shinies at all, unfortunately. So, there you go with that. Squiz said he did 10 overall, no shiny for him. So, for anybody else in the chat, did you guys do any Shadow Articuno raids? And if you have done any, did you get any shinies? Shiny Shadow Articunos? That's my question. So, yeah, anything you want to say about Squiz doing 10, Aecorona?
Oh, that's great. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a shiny. What about, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring it back a little bit, but what about Mewtwo? Did you manage to do any for Mewtwo?
Oh yeah. So I actually got 2 shinies. So I released a video on that first Saturday. I didn't release a video on Sunday. So I got a video. I got a shiny on Saturday, and that's in the video. Sunday I got another one, and I didn't do a video for Sunday because I already got one, so it was good, whatever. Let's see. Silver said he did 3 with a bunch of casuals below level 40, but didn't get anything. Now, I will admit, when I was in Miami, I tried to solo a Shadow Articuno raid. I couldn't do it. It wasn't even close. So, there was that. But, yeah, I do have a 2 shiny Shadow Articunos, but no shiny Shadow... No, that's not right. 2 shiny Shadow Mewtwo's that I got. But no shiny Shadow Articunos. There we go. And speaking of shiny Shadow possibilities, we'll discuss that soon too. Blue, yo, what's up? Thanks for the live stream. Blue, did you do any Shadow Articuno raids? And if you have done any, did you get any shinies? Did you get a shiny Shadow Articuno? That's my question for you guys. Alright, so anything else you would like to add about Shadow Articuno or even Shadow Mewtwo?
Just wanted to add that the fact that just because it was Mewtwo, I went out and I did like 78, I think, that weekend.
Wow.
So whenever I changed to Articuno, I'm like, it's not meta. Why would I try or whatever? But out of those 79, I got 3 shiny shadows. On 100% Shadow shiny Mewtwo, 100%. So that was nice. Okay. So it was worth it for me to do my 39 raids. I almost didn't do any Sunday. That was the last raid on Saturday. I got the 100%.
Okay, cool. Congrats on the Shadow Hundo. I didn't get that. So what I did was, however, I did get a Shadow a Shadow Mewtwo. And I purified it to get my first Hundo Mewtwo. Since Mewtwo is my all-time favorite legendary, I had to get the Hundo of that. So, and it's my best, but now, yeah, it's the best buddy. So I powered it up to the max and everything. Let's see. Squid said, okay, going to Mewtwo. He did 13 Shadow Mewtwo raids. Got 1 shiny on the last raid, and it was crazy because his shiny. Yeah, I see it. The raid glitched, so he had to rejoin the lobby with 3 seconds left, and his storage was 2 away from being full. Wow, okay. You had to do a lot to get that shiny. That's crazy. And then Blue said he didn't even bother doing any raids. He don't do raids much like he used to. So he didn't get, obviously, a shiny Shadow or the Kuno. Alright, so let's move on. Let's talk about my Florida trip. So, for those of you who've been living under a rock, who have not, how many videos do I have out here? I released, I want to say 5 videos. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know. It's at least 4. I released 4 to 5 videos from Florida, like of my Florida experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I released 5 videos. Right, I was no, it should be more than that, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Got messed up on one of the titles. Oops. But yeah, I released 5 videos. I feel like it should be more than that. No, it's 6. Wait, no, it's not. It's more than that. Wow, it's way more than that. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shinies. I mean 8 shinies. 8 videos from Florida. And like 7 of them was me in Orlando. And then the last one was in Miami. So, for those who don't know, I guess I could say it now. The first, I got down there June the 9th. Since, you asked about my Miami trip. I got down there June the 9th. And I was actually staying with V2 Mike. Because he actually gave me the invite to stay at his place sometime last year. So I hit him up earlier this year like, yo, you remember that invite you gave me? And here was up. Let me backtrack, actually. I'm going to do a lot of talking, so bear with me, Aecorona. So, earlier this year, me and my boys, we were talking about a guy's trip, a bro's trip. Also, the family was talking about a family trip for my little cousin for like, I think it was like her birthday, whatever the case may be. I don't remember. And they both happened to be in Florida. So, what happened was this. Originally, June 9th to June the 12th, it was supposed to be the Miami trip. And then I was going to stay in Florida with V2 Mike until June the 18th, when my family was going to show up for Disney. And I was supposed to be back home on the 22nd. However, one of my boys were having issues because of, his kids were graduating and stuff like that. And we decided to push the Miami trip back to try and get him to go, but he still couldn't go. So now I'm like, okay, I still showed up in Florida on June the 9th, but instead, I showed up at V2 Mike's place, and I stayed there longer than originally intended. So I stayed at his place from June the 9th all the way up to the 18th, then did Disney, and then on the 22nd, I took a train to Miami, spent the night there by myself, waited for my boys to get down there on the 23rd. We were supposed to come back home yesterday, but our flights got delayed, or not delayed, canceled, so we had to book for today. It was crazy. And my boy Mike, he got like a, how do I call this? First of all, he lived in a really nice neighborhood. And then, I want to say it's like somewhat close to a mansion that he have. So it was a really nice place. It was a really nice place. I remember we went over his cousin's house, who actually does have a mansion. That was really dope too. Then they had a ski boat and all that jazz. So yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, I highly recommend you do so you can see the pictures and the videos and stuff like that. And we did a lot of stuff. And also got a lot of work done in terms of videos and watching YouTube videos and things of that nature. I'm trying to think. Went out to dinner a few times. We actually cooked. Did a lot of cooking. So that was good. He had an indoor pool, so I was taking advantage of that from time to time. But yeah, it was dope. And then we went, and then of course he dropped me off 11 minutes away from his place at Disney Springs. And I was with my family for Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. And I'm not sure, Aecorona, I'm not sure you're following me on Instagram or you saw it, but I caught a shiny Spender underneath Cinderella's castle, which was interesting, if I do say so myself. Jason, what's up? Then show up to the live stream. And then Disney was okay. Disney was cool. We also did a water park. That was also cool too. And then of course I went to Miami. And let me explain something to y'all real quick about Miami. Miami was on my bucket list, so I'm glad I'm able to get that off my bucket list. However, what I will say is this. Even though I was glad to go, and I had a decent, I ain't gonna say decent. I had a good time down there. I would not go back. I would not go back. And here's why. It's too freaking expensive to eat down there. Like, you order the food, which is slightly overpriced. Then they go to obviously include taxes. And then they go add gratuity. Unless you like have a party of 3 or less or something like that. And then they add a service fee to your bill. And some places even add another fee. So, that ruined the experience for me a little bit. Like, a lot of the restaurants down there was too freaking expensive. So, there was that. So, I would not go back unless it was because of one of these 4 reasons. Number 1, we hang out at the beach. Cause we stayed at Miami Beach, but we was only at the beach for like 20 minutes. We didn't really do much beach stuff, which kind of annoyed me a little bit. So, if I was to go back, it was solely had to be just to go to the beach and hang out there all the time. All the time. That's number 1. Number 2, if I were to go back there, it would have to be for a Pokemon Go trip. Like, I would have to go with a bunch of people that I know play Pokemon Go. So, like, if there's a Safari Zone down there, or if, like, some content creators or some people that I know, or the inner circle was like, yo, let's go to Miami and play Pokemon Go, I'll be down for that. But we got to hit up a McDonald's. We got to hit up a Subway. A fast food chain like that is everywhere. We cannot hit up these restaurants, with the exception of 2. There's a Riled Out restaurant down there, or a restaurant based on the Nick Cannon show, Riled Out, which was decently priced, and you got a lot of food and a lot of drinks, and they were good. Or the restaurant owned by DJ Khaled. Maybe that one. That one wasn't bad either, in my opinion. That's number 2, though. Like, if I go down with a bunch of Pokemon Go people. Number 3, if I somehow am balling, like I get a bunch of money, and then I'm like, yo, let's live it up in Miami. And my boys got a bunch of money as well. We decided to live it up in Miami. We talking ski boats and like staying at really expensive apartments or mansions and things of that nature. And do things like that. Then, yeah, I'll be down for that. Or number 4, if somebody that I know hit me up and like, yo, I got a bunch of money, I'm going to fly you down to Miami. I'm going to hook you over the place to stay. I'm going to pay for all your food and I'm going to pay for everything. Then I'll be down. If it's not because of one of the 4 reasons, I'm not going to Miami ever again. I'll be honest. So, and then yesterday, a lot of flights, I think it was more than just Delta. It was everywhere. A lot of flights got canceled. So, me and my boys, we were scrambling to find flights back home. One of my boys actually found a flight back yesterday. And then the rest of us, we had to get flights today. But even with that, I was on my own flight. And my other 2 boys found the same flights together. And all of them were sold out very quickly. It was crazy. So, and not to mention backtracking, when my family left Orlando, their flights got canceled. So, I know that my mom and some of my relatives had to drive from Orlando to Atlanta and board a flight from Atlanta back home. And that was on Monday. They had to do that on Monday. No, that's not right. They had to do that on
Sunday.
Friday.
Oh.
They had to do that on Friday. They're supposed to leave Thursday, but they couldn't. So they had to leave Friday. So they had to drive to Atlanta and then fly from Atlanta back. And the rest just had to fly from Orlando on Friday. So somehow they managed to get those flights. It was crazy. Captain Webber, what's up? Wait, yeah, that's Jason, my bad. So yeah, that's my Florida story. Any questions about Orlando or Miami or Disney or the water park, Webber?
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part? Wow. Of the entire thing, or like, or certain parts of it?
Like your favorite theme park that you went.
Oh, park. Oh, you know what? I would ooh, that's a tough one. Cause when I would hang around with boy Mike, his brothers-in-laws were down there as well. And we went to SeaWorld the day after Community Day. I forgot about that part. So, but to be honest, I would have to say Magic Kingdom just because of the whole Cinderella Castle thing. Let's change songs real quick. Because I've been to Disney World before, aka Magic Kingdom, and I saw the castle with the fireworks and everything, but I had no clue. And I think even back then, I think I was told you couldn't get in the castle. Now you were able to walk in the castle.
Ooh.
So, oh no, hold up. Oh no. But I have to say Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom was my favorite park. But I would put SeaWorld close second. So I only done Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and SeaWorld. Those are the only 3 parks. Oh, that's not true. In a water park. Those were the only 4 things that I have done. There, I didn't do Universal. I didn't do Epcot. And then I didn't do, there was another Disney one. I forgot what it's called. But I didn't do that one. Yo, Worker Wembley, what's up? They short live stream. We're having a Parker. So, I try to remember if I want to tell that story or not. Because in order for me to tell that story, I had to tell the story of what happened in New Orleans. And I don't remember off the top of my head if I did or not. Oh my, I can't believe you came in here and asked that. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Do I want to tell us? Yo, Wicked Wembley, should I tell both stories? I'm going to leave it up to you since you brought it up. Should I tell both stories about what happened to Parker in New Orleans and in Miami? Should I tell it? Should I tell it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, I don't have to tell it? Okay, I ain't going to tell it. I don't remember if I told the New Orleans story. I don't remember. Not at the top of my head. But, yeah. Aecorona, any other questions about Florida?
No. But the shiny was pretty cool though. The blue with the blue castle. That was sick.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, it just went so well. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got that shiny. Oh, you know, speaking of which, one thing I will say is this: I did not get a shiny for Mantis at all. Like I tried. Like I looked for it in the wild. I done all the field research tasks that I could. Heck, I even remote raid to some of them. You're just trolling? Okay. And I still couldn't get this thing to save my life. Like, I know Zoe 2 Dots, she had bad luck trying to get this thing. I had bad luck trying to get this thing. In addition to that, so, chat, let me explain something else to you real quick as well. Florida as a whole, whether it's Orlando, and especially Miami, which made no sense to me at all, that is not the place to go for Corsola. They spawn there, but it's like out of all the regionals, because they have, I think, 4 or 5 regionals. They have Maractus, Carnivine, Heracross, and Corsola. I want to say they have Tortuga. I think Tortuga, well, you can ask those from eggs. But I feel like Tortuga was spawning down there where I was in Tampa. And of course, that can be shiny as well. So I'm not sure that's a regional or not. But out of at least the 4, taking Tortuga and putting it aside, Corsola is the least regional to be spawning in Florida. Do not go to Florida if you want to go there for Corsola. You need to go somewhere close to the crater. I would highly recommend the Bahamas or somewhere around that area. Do not go to Florida for Corsola. You can go there. If you want to go there for Heracross, do Orlando. Don't do Miami. If you want Maractus, Carnivine, anywhere in Florida is fine. But if you want, what's the thing? Heracross, try to get the shiny. Go to Orlando. Orlando is just fine. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all. There it is right there. There's the shiny and this is in one of my videos as well. I got a shiny Heracross in the route where I was down there in Florida, riding my bike around Mike's neighborhood, and I just got the shiny. So, that's cool. But shiny Corsola, I still don't have it. Do not go to Florida trying to get that thing. And especially, do not go to Miami. Do not go to Miami. The regional spawns in Miami, if you're looking for shinies, are trash. I'll be honest with you.
I think that's the same everywhere. Like Corsola is the one that just I see the least here in Panama. Like I think
That's crazy.
Corsola, I think Corsola just doesn't spawn. It's just especially with events.
So right, so when I was in Orlando, like the first part, there was no event going on until the start of the solstice event. I think, if memory serves correctly. At the beginning, yeah, that's how it was. Then the solstice event started. So yeah, it made it more difficult. But even with that, I still got the shiny Heracross. So I mean, it's weird. It's very, very weird. I'm trying to. What's the code to search on regionals? Isn't there like a phrase to search? Oh wait, maybe it's this. I think, I don't know. At regionals. Or maybe put an S at the end. No.
I don't remember.
But I can easily show y'all. Okay, let's do this then. CARN. Okay. NARA and HERANCORS. Okay. And let's keep it like that. And also, let's do an age 0 through, let's say 20. And then we'll do that. So here's all the Heracrosses that I caught while I was down there. I think. Let me check that 2507 just in case. Yeah, that's Miami. Yeah. That looks about right. Cause that's Orlando as well. So I caught 3, 6, 9, 11 Heracross. One of them being the shiny. And then look at the Corsolas. I caught. Oh, look at this one. I think this is a 90. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 89. But Corsolas, I caught 7. 7 Corsolas. And then look at all the Carnivines. This is 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. And then Maractus, I saw that the most. Look at all these Maractus. 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26 Maractus that I caught down there. Brian, what's up? Didn't show it to a live stream. So, yeah, that Corsola is like, ugh. You went to Orlando last year. There was an event going on and Heracross were not spawning. The event ended just as you were getting on the plane. You saw only 2 Heracross. One was shiny. Oh, wow, you were lucky. Okay. So, any more questions from you, Aecorona, or even you, chat, about my Florida trip before we move on to the next topic?
I'm alright with you cover it. Carnivine. I forgot that Carnivine. Well, I got mine in Nashville, though. But
yeah,
down there you get them all basically without leaving the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Carnivine. Yeah, that's also like, well, Florida is technically a southern state, but like moving up above Florida, yeah, it's like, yeah, Nashville and around that area. Yep, you are correct in saying that. Let's see. Chat, any more questions about Florida?
The Nashville one I remember because from Kansas City we drove to Nashville. We hunted overnight. Then we drove back to Kansas City and we waffle Mewtwo the following day. So that's the only reason I remember, like, so we basically didn't sleep that night and then raided all day the following day just to catch a couple of Carnivines. That was fun.
Wow, nice, that's nice. So, breaking news real quick. Campfire is now rolling out everywhere. You can play Pokemon Go. So apparently, I think it's available for everybody. That's how it's looking.
A little bit late in my opinion, but
yeah,
different
very
story.
Late. Yeah, it's very late.
And I think there's actually a beta, or they're rolling out like a raid feature on it, like for remote raids. Like you can join lobbies and then people send you invites. So that'll be interesting to look at.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, so speaking of that, let's move on to the next topic, which is, I'm not sure you got my stream open, but the next topic is really about you. So, okay, so before I get into the topic, let me explain something to chat real quick. Chat, normally I wouldn't do this, but because of who we got, there you go. But because of who we got as a guest, I will say this: parental advisory is potentially advised. So, my question for you is this: Um, do you still play Pokemon Go? And if you don't, would you care to explain why not? So the floor is yours in regards to you and Pokemon Go.
Well, I still play. I mean, I open the game, catch one or two Pokemons, and then leave it alone, or plug in the gacha, or Go Plus, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know, like I have been losing desire for it. Even with the new update, I'm like, cool, we got more radios. I'm like, that might be a glitch. So yeah, that was interesting, but of course that always beneficiate more people away from the equator, since the radius for actually interact with stops and Pokemons is bigger for you guys. I'm only 100 kilometers from the equator, which makes my circle smaller. But I'm not playing as much. Probably gonna play for the Rayquaza raids or whatever, and of course the global Go Fest. But I just host raids on Wednesdays on Twitch. I haven't played Spotlight Hours in a while. I do community days, but the last one was like the final of the Champions League, so I did one Articuno. I caught like 6 shiny Axios, so it's like, no, I have decreased a lot. And I am not like, I mean, I don't think you can ever like actually quit, or at least in like, you know, potentially in like how we interact with the game. Like I'm just saying as a content creator kind of deal. But right. I have lowered my screen time quite a bit. Even like I went to my dad's like a week and a half ago. And for some reason at his house in the middle of nowhere there were like 20 spawns. So even after, whenever I came home to the city, that actually discouraged me to play even more. So after my dad's visit, yes, I slowed down even more, just because I'm like, I'm at my dad's. I'm like, oh sure, in the pool catching 20 Pokemons every 30 to 40 minutes, and then I come back home and I have 3. So I'm like, eh. But yes, to answer your question, I'm playing a lot less. In-person raids, I probably do, I don't know, 5 every week to 2 weeks. So no, I'm not doing that many. And remote raids, I probably do like 8 a week. The 5 on Wednesday, and then depends who invites me, and if they need me, I'll definitely join. So yeah, that's my take on it. I'm not gonna get overly exalted on it. I'm not gonna curse or anything. I'm like, it's their game. The best advice I have for anybody playing this game still is just have no expectations. Then you will never be disappointed. Period. That's how I kind of like grew out of the, oh yeah, Niantic, like you suck, or like Niantic is your. I'm like, as long as I have no expectations, and hey, you make the best out of whatever you get, basically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good advice right there. Japan Lover, what's up? Didn't show to live stream. Japan Lover, you missed a lot. Japan Lover, do you have a Shiny Shadow Articuno by any chance? Did you get a Shiny Shadow Articuno by any chance? That's my question for you and anybody else who joined the live stream late. Did you get a Shiny Shadow Articuno? So that's my question for you guys. You'll be showing up to the live stream. Regular Wembley, do not answer that. I already know the answers to that question. That's a no. Alright, so that's that. So yeah, I guess we can move on from that topic. Let's move on to July events. So this was interesting because, okay, hold on, before we get to that. No point turning toxicity of others into negative thoughts and personal toxicity. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. So before we get to that, before we get to this topic, I just want to point out that I'm not sure if you guys know. I mean, if you follow me on YouTube, if you follow me on Twitch, you should know that I'm a part of the group. The same group that Training Tips is in, Mystic 7's in, Lando Alpha, Cricket, Zoe 2 Dots, who else is in there? The Trainer Club, Awesome Adam, you know, I'm in the same group. So there's certain things that we get told in advance so we can prep and do our videos and stuff like that. This, however, was not one of them. The July events that were recently announced. So I was that caught me by surprise, but it gave me a topic for tomorrow's video. So expect me to cover that in tomorrow's video and something else. I'm not going to say what something else is, 'cause I can't say it. But there's something else that would be revealed in tomorrow's video. But talking about tomorrow's video, yes, Creator Squad hype. And also, before I get to this topic, another thing that I want to announce, in case y'all haven't been following me on Twitter or you missed some of my last video, is at GoFest New York. At GoFest New York, they are doing a noticeable trainers meet and greet, and I'm one of those trainers. So let me see if I can get that website open real quick. It's going to be, oh, better yeah, let's go to my Twitter. 'Cause I know I posted it on my Twitter, and I got a lot of reactions, positive reactions for it. Here it is right here. So this is for the New York version. It's going to be during the morning on all 3 days from 10 a.m. to noon. Couple of Gaming, which is 2 people. Lord of Podcast, also 2 people. JT Gilly, the Trainer Club, and Zoe 2 Dots. So that's 7 in the morning. And in the afternoon for all 3 days, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern, it's Awesome Adam. It's Trainer Tips. It's Jesse Rachel, 2 people. Cricket 23, Lano Alpha, and myself. 7 people in the afternoon. I'm really excited about it because that first day is happening on my birthday. So there's a meet and greet going on my birthday, and I'm a part of it. So if you're going to New York Go Fest, I hope I see you day 1 for the meet and greet. So I just want to throw that out there as well. But getting back to Pokemon Go's July's events, what they announced was the following. And Japan Lover, thank you for that. We don't dabbing is outdated. But this, where's it at? Here it is right here. So I'm not gonna go over everything, but the thing that caught my eye is obviously Mega Sableye, Mega Tyranitar, obviously, and believe it or not, Regieleki and Regidrago. And then there's about 7 events that was announced. Granted, 2 of them we already knew about in advance already, referring to the community days. Every Pokemon that's a part of Spotlight Hour are going to be shiny, so that's cool as well. But also, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres will be out at the same time, and they will all share a raid hour. And more importantly than that, there's no mentioning of a Shadow Raid weekend like they had with Articuno. So with everything that was announced for July, is there, and the question for you guys in the chat, and of course you, Aecorona, is there anything that they announced that, or didn't announce, that caught your eye, that you liked, that you didn't like, or anything like that? And no, Japan Lover, that does not give you an excuse to dab. But yeah, Aecorona, anything you like, or anything that you didn't like, or anything like that?
To be 100% honest, I haven't like gone in depth on the events. But Mega Sableye and Mega Tyranitar, they're both are gonna be very interesting. At least they're new, a little bit refreshing. And Mega Tyranitar is gonna boost a bunch of new Pokemons, and with the new move that they added not too long ago, it's gonna be a great addition to the squad. So Mega Tyranitar, in my opinion, it's gonna be very, very, very good.
Yeah. So that's the consensus here. If y'all saw Nick's video about it, because again, I'm still catching up on YouTube videos. So if y'all saw Nick's video about the July event fiasco, basically, he said that even though we still have Mega Mewtwo X and Y, and we have Mega Rayquaza that is definitely coming, even with those 3, Mega Tyranitar is still top 10. But without those 3, it sounds like Mega Tyranitar is top 5. So yeah, Mega Tyranitar is going to be huge. I'm going to be looking for a lot of raids for that one. I want that energy. Matter of fact, let me get up my Tyranitar collection real quick. Because there it is right there. Y'all see the hundo. Actually, I got 2 hundos. And then I got a shiny as well. So I probably going to need enough energy for... Really just... Well, no, for 3. For 3. Because one of my hundos have Bite, Crunch and Stone Edge, while the other one have SmackDown Crunch and Stone Edge. So there's that. So yeah, I agree. That Mega Tyranitar gonna be huge. And let's see, Marcos, what's up? They start to live stream. Let me see. What that say? Niantic trolling us with the Young Goose Spotlight Hour in July. So, Brian, why you say that? What's wrong with Young Goose Spotlight Hour? Marcos Beast Slayer, okay. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. So going back to you, Aecorona. So remember, I talked about the fact that there was no mention of a Shadow Legendary Weekend. Do you find that to be very interesting?
Well, since the Shadow rates were introduced not too long ago, no, because they can save them for later. Plus, how many new Pokemons they're releasing already? Mega Sableye. You mentioned the Regis, the Regiiki, and the Regi Drago, which that's a very, very quick turnaround if you ask me. So no, I'm not surprised. They might just hold off until after the Go Fest, maybe. If you were asking me, as far as like, you know, keeping content fresh, because remember the weekend that we had like a self Uxie and whatnot, we lost a lot of Articunos that day. We couldn't do Articuno raids because we had, was it 6 hours, I believe, of.
Oh, you mean the
Of the
Community
trio?
Day?
Like no, after the Community Day, the day after Community Day, there was the Lake Trio. We had like 6 hours of it, so we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't do.
That was that entire
the
weekend.
Articunos.
That was that entire weekend. That was Saturday and Sunday. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so that was very unfortunate if you ask me, because
Yeah.
on Sunday I wanted to do, but it's like no, they want to put the Uxie whatever as self and Mesprit, and you couldn't do many shadows because they were not available for those 6 hours. But you could do 15, which was interesting. That's kind of one thing that I'm looking forward to see what GoFest is gonna be like. Do we get extra raid passes? Can we do 15 as well? So, although we're not gonna get any Rayquaza energy, which sad day. But no, I don't. I'm not surprised by delaying the next shadow, the next shadow bird.
Okay. Let me look that up. I know we get they extended the raid limit to 20. That's doing Global Go Fest. That's on Saturday and Sunday. But the thing is, the Mega Rayquazas will be available on Sunday. So
Yeah.
more likely you get, if you're doing remotes only, you get 20 shots at it on Sunday.
Yeah, I have to do more than that. I have 1,100% Rayquazas, so maybe I need to complete the second 6-pack. So I'll try to do a couple more.
So I think I only got one. And the funny thing about the one that I got it while I was live streaming on Twitch, and it was doing a Global Go Fest event.
Yeah.
It made me sense it correctly. Actually, I got two of them, and they both powered up to the max too. So let me see.
Oh no,
That was February.
I remember that week, and I only slept 3 hours. I did like 400 raids those 2 or 3 days that was out.
So actually, it was during March of 2021 where I got my first hundo. So that had to be what was in March? So it wasn't Global Go Fest.
No,
it might have been a Go
random
Tour.
event. No, that was a random event. They just called it out for 3 days or so. It was like 46 hours or something. I calculated it to see how much I had to sleep and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, something was going on then. But yeah, I remember I was live streaming it, and I got invited to one, and it was a shiny, but it was a hundo. I'm like, oh no, because I'll try to catch it quickly as possible, because Mrs. Mine was sending me one real soon. And then I caught it, and I think I continued to do more raids trying to get a Shundo. So yeah, I still want the Shundo. So yeah, that still go. Let me catch up with chat. Let's see what we got here. Mega T-Tar by Japan Lover. Okay, yeah. Let's see. The last start for the game. Right. What's up, man? It's to live stream. How many shinies and Shundos do you have? So Shiny. Well, both. I can do both real quick. So I got 3. Well, first of all, as of right now, I got 3,587 shinies. Granted, I've been transferring some of them over to Pokemon Home so I can clear up storage. But yeah, this is how many shinies I got. Now, one thing I can do is show you how many shinies I got ever since I went to Florida. So I came back from Florida earlier today. So, okay, let me find the first shiny. Oh yeah, that's right, it was Calm Day. So outside of Calm Day, let me double check that real quick. So there was the Axew, the Jirachi. Okay, I was still in Michigan. The Azelf, I was in Michigan. That was in Michigan, and then of course it was Calm Day. So outside for the shiny Axews and that shiny Jirachi, I did get another shiny Azelf while I was down there. Shiny Swinub. That was traded to me, actually. That was a trade. And then 2 shiny Larvatars that were traded to me. And then I was just catching shiny Zigzagoons while I was down there. I think I got 3 while I was in Orlando, hanging out with Mike, which made no sense to me at all. I also got a shiny Spill. And then, if y'all saw my Neolego video, the first raid I did in that video, I did get a shiny. It was that one right there. And I got 2 shiny Young Gooses within 10 minutes. And we was at a campsite because we were picking up Mike's son. Oh, that's another story too. We was at the campsite. On the way there, I got the shiny, which was this one. And then after we found him, and Mike talked to the people who was there, and then we were leaving, I got the second one. So that was crazy. And then of course the shiny Heracross, I showed that off. I got a second shiny Neolego. And then I think he traded me 2 shiny Machops here. I got a shiny Hoo-Hoo. I got this while standing underneath Cinderella's castle, which is why I call it Cinderella. So I was at Magic Kingdom for that one. And then after that, I got a shiny Solrock right here in Orlando, or Kissimmee. And then on my way to Miami, I got a shiny Fugus. And then on my last night, I got a shiny Patrat. So yeah, I did get some shinies while I was in Florida. But none of them was Formantis. None of them was the Shadow on the Kuno. And none of them was the Corsola, which is the one I wanted the most. Are you good? Are you friends with Mike? Nice. Yeah, he actually let me stay at his place for the first portion of my trip in Florida. Let me also catch up with chat real quick. Let me see.
So, how many Shundos do you have? That was the other question that.
Oh yeah, that was the other part. So I only got 1 Shundo. That's easy. I only got 1 Shundo, and that would be, where are you? I thought I got a favorite. I don't have a Shundo favorite. Okay, whatever. Let's do 4-star and shiny. Is this, and I caught this doing community today. The Swampert, maxed out, best buddy, shiny 100%, and this is the one I used to make it evolve without question. Matter of fact, so I gotta make it evolve this 17 more times. But this is it right here. That's the only Shundo that I have. No other Shundo, unfortunately.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yes, that is a good one. Alright, so let me catch up with the chat some more. Who asked that question? Oh yeah, the last start farter. He asked that. Brian says every day is a Young Goose spot. You know what? That is true. I have been seeing a lot more Young Gooses. Does explain the whole campsite story. Campsite story. Oh, by the way, there was reports there of a bear and her cubs on the loose at the campsite, which is why there was a bunch of cops there. And again, I posted this on Instagram, I think, and I also posted this on TikTok. There was a bunch of Pokestops down there. It was the most amount of Pokestops I ever seen in my life. And I've been to Japan. It was crazy at that campsite. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that was crazy. So yeah, there was that. Good grade interest, kind of not surprised though. Okay. So there's that. You need one of the shiny ASAP, Japan Lover? Yo, what shiny you have? You gonna trade to me, Japan Lover? Let's see. Jessica, what's up? Didn't show it to the live stream. Welcome. Yeah, late, but welcome to the live stream. Nasu? No, not Nasu. No, not that. No. Alright. Wait, did you even spell that correctly, Japan Lover? Oh, you mean N-A-T. Not 2. Do you talk about not 2? Yeah, it was crazy. There was so many Pokestops. It was crazy. I don't think I have TikTok on this phone. Otherwise, I'll show it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have TikTok on this. Oh, there it is right there. Am I logged in? Let's see. There it is right here. There's the video right here. So, look, watch this, watch this. Look at all the Pokestops. Like, that was the campsite. And there's a lot of gyms there as well. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. That was crazy. And within that campsite, there was a loose bear and her cubs. Okay, now that I look at it, maybe I exaggerated when I said more than Japan. But it was a lot, though. It was a lot. It was a lot that I have seen within the last 2 years. Oh, Natsu is nice. Okay. Nice. That's a really good collection. You lost your first account before Shiny's release and started in 2021 and missed the Kanto tour. But you had 602 Shinies and 0 sign. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Right. If you're on your phone, then yeah, that's probably right. Okay, so getting back to July's event, yeah, what you said about the lack of or no shadow legendaries for the month of July made sense. So I can see them bringing that back after Go Fest. Okay, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I can see why you say that. Let me see. That's not better than Tokyo. Yeah, I know Japan. I take it back. I take it back. Like I kind of exaggerated with that a little bit. My Twitter's going off, by the way. All right, so anything else that you would like to talk about regarding July's events before we move on to the next topic? Yeah.
No. July. I think we're gonna learn more as we go. So no, I think June. I want to hear what you have to say about what the best part of June was for you, since you were out of home or you were on the road for most of it.
Oh gosh, yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic then, which would be the best June event. So let me give you guys a first recursor of what we had for the month of June. So we had the Searching for Gold Research Day. We also had the Water Festival. That was also on. Now the Searching for Gold. That was on one day, June the 3rd. The Water Festival happened from June the 6th to June the 12th. In the middle of that, I was in Orlando for that. And in the middle of that, we had a crazy spotlight hour. And then, of course, in the middle of that also was Axu Community Day. And then we had the Lake Trio Raid event. Oh, it was on Sunday. I thought it was on Saturday, too. But okay, we had that on Sunday. And then on June 16th to the 25th, it was the Solstice Horizon event. And in the middle of that was the Tingo Rocket Takeover event. And both of them ended on the 25th. And then, even though June ain't over yet, because in 2 days, we're going to have the Dark Flame event, which hasn't started yet. So, with all of that out the way, was there any event that you like? Let's start with you, Aecorona. And of course, chat, y'all can always answer. Was there anything in June that you like regarding the events?
Yeah. Shiny Shadow Mewtwo. That was my favorite. I nothing can top it off before or after, for me at least. That Mewtwo weekend right there, it was tiring, but it reminded me of old times, and I don't know, it was worth it. Although the searching for gold, that was also a good event. There were a lot of shinies. I only played for an hour and a half, and I got several shinies fairly quickly. But Mewtwo raids were probably my favorite in June. God, that was last month, isn't it? That's how much I have.
Yeah, but I say, I think that was in April.
Oh God. Oops.
Yeah, that had to be, because we didn't have anything that first weekend of June, so yeah, that had to be in April.
God. Yep. That's how much I haven't played. That was last weekend of April. You're right. So let's just go with Searching for Gold, because it was a nifty little quick event. There were enough shinies. The only thing was the lack of coins. That was a little bit of a joke in my opinion, or laughing at the community. Niantic laughing at us, the fact that we couldn't get more gold or coins for Gimmickle, in my opinion. But other than that, that was a pretty nifty event.
Okay. So yeah, that was actually May the 28th, according to Brian. Let me double check that real quick. That sounds about right.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it. I'm on PokemonGoHub.net right now.
I just look at my shiny Mewtwo's. Yeah, it's 27 and 28.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I could have done that too. But yeah. But let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, so you saying the system? Yeah, you did mention that. Like, yeah, that was a slap in the face. I was like shocked because I don't think I gotten any coins, Gimme Goo coins, during that event at all. If I did, I might have gotten one.
I got 3.
Like that, and I spun a lot of Pokestops. It just made no sense to me.
I mean, in the title says searching for gold. I was like, all right, at least we're gonna get, like 100, 200 coins if you play. No, I got like 3 total for the entire day. I was like,
yeah, that was like a major bummer for me. Now, let me double check something. So, I don't know what I'm a pick. Because, like, none of these events I was successful in. Not a single one. I wasn't successful in getting what I wanted in the Water Festival, which was the shiny Clauncher. I wasn't successful in the Solstice event, which was me getting the shiny Formantis. So, if I had to pick one event, I'm going to pick the Axu Community Day. Because I was at Disney Springs, I was hanging out with the community, and it was fun. It was fun hanging out with the community, doing that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that one. That's the one I'm gonna pick.
Nice. Actually, so I didn't play much for Axu, but Axu, I can see that.
So chat, what was your favorite event in the month of June that happened in the month of June? Let me catch up with chat real quick. Let's see. Look, okay, you talk about the campsite thing. You didn't get to do the searching for gold event much play from home. Oh wow, okay. Lack of coins made you glad you missed. Now the thing. Let me look at that event again real quick. I feel like there was something else in there that had me like, yo, this ain't bad. Oh, probably because of the number of shinies you were getting. I think that's what it was from the time research. That's another thing. So I was getting more shinies from completing time research, and remember serves correctly, I didn't get any in the route. I know they were boosted from the time research, aka field research, but well, both actually. But I got none in the route, which was crazy to me as well. So yeah, there was that.
I guess I got a shiny Lapras with a bow on one of the 3 research that I did. So that, I guess that was nice for the water event.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. I was barely doing that, but first of all, I wasn't rated for it, so.
Oh, I wasn't ready
let me find my. Yeah.
I just did a couple field research, but yeah.
So, that's right there. I was traded. Shout out to your team leader at GoFest Seattle last year. I was traded a shiny Lapras ran a boat, and it's a lucky trade. So, your team leader hooked me up with that while we were at GoFest in Seattle. So yeah, and I think Squid the Beach was there to witness that trade, as was Lando Alpha and maybe your friend. I don't remember if she was there or not. But let's see. Best June event for you was Astro Community Day. Got your first show for Community Day. See, there you go, Brian. That's what's up. Okay, so that's another one. All right. Where we at? Okay. But yeah, I had to go with Astro Community Day for myself. Because everything else, though, was decent. I was not successful. That was the only reason. I was not successful in any of the other stuff that was there. So, that's why I'm going with that one. Chat, anything else regarding what you consider to be the best event that happened in June? And again, which brings me to another question. The Dark Flames event, rather. Do you think that would be the best event of the month? Aecorona.
Dark Flames, the one coming up? Probably.
Yeah.
That's the one that's Sableye. Oh, we get the new shiny, right? What's the name of it?
Tornado or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not much of a other gens. I'm a Gen 1 kid.
Right, yeah, I'm more of a Gen 1 guy myself. But let me find it real quick. Oh, it's not on here.
Turtonator. Turtonator. Yeah, Turtonator.
Yes, Turtonator. Yes.
So
that would be a
what we're gonna
thing.
do instead of Heatrans.
All right, let me remind everybody what's going on. So start this Thursday at 10 a.m. And I want to say, when this starts, I will be on a plane again. And this ends on Sunday at 8 p.m. And I need to see what time I'll be home. I know I fly back home on Sunday. I just don't know what time on Sunday. So, yeah, there's that. But I need to see my flight. I need to see my return flight on that Sunday. But anywho, the event bonuses look like this. Tornado will be in the game. You can get it from 3-star raids and from field research, and it can be shiny. Mega Sableye will be in Mega Raids. Team Go Rocket Grunts will be using Dark and Fire type Pokemon more frequently from Pokestops and Balloons. And apparently, despite this fact, there won't be a lot of shiny possibilities. I was hoping for Charmander, but that looking like that's not the case. I don't know. You'll get 25% more XP from completing raids. You'll get 3 more candies for completing raids. You will get 1 additional candy XL for completing raids. There will be time research that will allow you to choose either fire or dark path. And if whichever one you pick, your instance will attract either more fire types or more dark types. And then, yeah, there's that. Alright, so, chat, this goes for you as well. Will the Dark Flame event, do you think the Dark Flame event will be the best event for the month of June or no? Or no?
It overlaps with July. I'll count it as July. But it might be. It also Heatran will learn Magma Storm. I'm not sure if it's better or not, but it sounds like a signature move.
Who we got? Yo, PokeFan, what's up? This is a live stream. So they talking about rather. Riolu Hatch Day. So I need to know more information about it before I can say I'm excited for it or not. Like if the hatch shiny, what I want to say, the shiny hatch rate for that is up, then yeah. If the shiny hatch rate is going to remain the same, then no. So that's my thoughts on that. But let's see. So let's move on now to the next topic. So, which is this right here, the Team Go Rocket event. So, well, not necessarily the event itself, but really more about the fact that the Team Go Rocket leaders and Giovanni, they changed Pokemon and stuff like that. So, I can actually get that information real quick as well. But while I'm doing that, PokeFan said they're so excited because they have no Riolu. When you say no Riolu, you mean no shiny Riolu? Because that's me as well. Or no Riolu, period. Shiny, regular, period. So, I'm curious to know which one like you're referencing. So, that's my question for you. Increase odds, reduce hatch distance. Oh yeah, that would be nice to reduce hatch distance. Like, so my thing, okay, before we talk about the Team Go Rocket thing, let me talk about that what Japan Lover just said, which is this. Here's my thing, man. if they do reduce half distance, right? Knowing that Shiny Riolu is a highly sought after shiny from the egg pool, that means that people are going to, well, outside of Nick, that means people are going to be spending a lot of money on egg incubators and trying to hatch this thing. But the problem is, Niantic have shown more times than many that they're not really concerned, that they will choose their mission over their bottom line. So I wonder if they're going to give us reduced hatch distance or not. I have my doubts on that. Like, I'm hopeful they're going to give us increased odds. I'm hopeful for that. But the reduced hatch distance, I don't know. Because that would mean people buying more incubators and people hatching more eggs. But at the same time, people would be out walking more trying to hatch these eggs. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. It's going to be interesting. Aecorona, your thoughts about that?
Well, my only thoughts about that is, I don't know if you have realized it, but the boxes in the shop, they actually rotate daily. Every day after at midnight, they change for each player. So I don't know. Like, if you really want to hatch, start looking at your boxes and buy them before the event start, because you don't know if you're gonna get a good deal per se on your incubators. That's something pretty annoying. I haven't gotten like remote raid boxes like for 2 raid hour days either. So it's kind of different that they're testing that out. So yeah, if you're looking for incubators, just make sure you buy a deal before the day, I suppose, or like heading towards the event. But I'm probably just gonna, I usually just do 10, 12 kilometer eggs, and then my infinity incubator is for 2 or 5. So I'm just gonna do 10s and 12s. That has been my, I don't like gambling with eggs myself.
Okay. So when you say the store, are you talking about like the in-game store or the rep store?
No, the limit, like the boxes on the shop. For example, right now I have an explorer box, a hash box, remote raid box. You may have something different at the moment.
So you talk about in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have an ace box, trainee box, and a hatch box. So let's take a look at these real quick. So what's the cheapest box you have?
The cheapest is 580. That is a remote raid box. That is 3 remote raid passes and a super incubator, which that's actually a pretty good deal in my opinion.
Okay. So the ace box is 6 regular, well, premium battle pass, 10 super potions, and 10 hyper potions for 385 coins. Which is, I don't know about the potions, because I got a bunch of those. Wait, no, that's not true. I just used up a lot of super potions, but I could easily get those. Hyper potions, I got a bunch of. But the regular passes, cause it's like, if you get 2, that's 350. And I think, how much is it for 3? Like, what's the bundle? The bundle is
250.
What's the bundle? 250. Yeah. So for 6, okay, so 6 would normally get you 5. Will cost you 5. That's alright. It's alright. I'm gonna go crazy over that one.
That's alright, yeah.
Alright, so what's your second cheapest box? What's the middle
box one? My hash box has 30 ultras, 5 instants, 13 super incubators, and 2 regular incubators.
And how much that costs?
1480. Same as yours.
Wait a minute.
I think.
Yeah, 30 ultra, 5 instants, 13 super, and 2 regular incubators.
Yep.
For 1480. Okay, so that's my most expensive box. The middle one is the trainee box, where you get 4 regular passes, 1 regular TM. I mean, not regular. Yeah, regular fast TM, and 1 regular charge TM. That's cost 390. So what's the most expensive box then?
An explorer box, which has 2 incense, 10 super incubators, 6 regular incubators, and 2 puffins for 1900. So 1900.
Okay, so I don't have that at all. Now one thing I do want to do is the following, which is this right here. Where are you? Right here. So I'm on the Reb store. They got this the Solstice box still here, which is shocking. which costs $10 before tax. You get 3 more raid passes, 9 super incubators, and 9 golden raspberries. Oh, they still got that gold rocket box. I thought you could only get one of those. Yeah, you can only get one of those. I already got that already. So actually, let's talk about that real quick. You get 7 regular passes, 7 ultra balls, 7 silver pineapples, and 7 rocket radars. And then you get and then there's a Voyager box for $5 where you get 4 super incubators, 4 regular incubators, and a pop-in. So real talk, I may get that one because that one sounds interesting as well. But yeah, there's that.
This store is not available for me in Panama yet.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. What I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, let me read up on chat real quick. Where's it at? July 20th. Oh yeah, that's the Riolu thing. Yeah, that's true. Will really help those who don't spend much or any money. It will help them because they can use Lucario for a Go Battle League if they have no good Pokemon. So Lucario is good for GBL for Great League, obviously, but also it's really good for Team Go Rocket leaders and Giovanni as well, which we're gonna talk about in a second as well. It's really annoying that they keep changing. Yeah, I agree. They keep changing the boxes. That is annoying. It almost like trying to buy a hotel. It's like trying to rent a hotel rather. Cause we'll talk about that in Miami as well. It's almost similar to that, which is crazy. Where are you? Right here. There you are. Let's see. So, moving on. Let's see. You don't have any counters for Fairy and Single Cup. Oh, you need a poison. Yeah, you need a poison type. Cause Lucario is metal or steel, but he's also fighting, so it's gonna take neutral damage. So I'm not sure about that one. Is it good for Ultra League? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Cause I see a lot of Great League Pokemon move up to Ultra Leagues. I would not be surprised at all. Even though I haven't seen it, I haven't personally experienced, but I would not be surprised at all. Yo, last game right. What's up? Thanks for the live stream. Also, in terms of my friends list, there's 4 ways to get on my friends list. Number 1, and actually, let me see if Nightbot is working. Cause actually, Nightbot had been slacking on here for a good minute, so I'm not sure if Nightbot is working or not. One of the ways is to subscribe to me on Twitch. So I do have a Twitch, twitch.tv/Tru Inferno. If you subscribe to me on Twitch, then I will add you on my friends list. That's 1. Number 2, you become a Patreon. If you become a Patreon, I will add you on my friends list. I do have a Patreon as well. Number 3, you become what was it? I guess you become a member of YouTube. If you do that, then I'll give you my friends list as well. Or if I just so happen to see you in person, and you ask me for to be friends, then yeah, I would add you as well. But outside of those 4, I don't normally add people. And in terms of me rating the elite, I already got 2 shiny Neolegos, and I got a 93% IV that I'm powering up. So I'm pretty much done with Neolego. In fact, I would probably go as far as to say I won't be rating until Mega Sableye and Mega Tornado. And then after that, I won't raid for a long time until Mega Tyranitar comes out and Regidrago. I want a few more Regidragos before I call it quits with that.
I agree with that.
So
I'll do Regidragos, Regiikis, and maybe a couple of Hydrants, but not go crazy about it.
Right, yeah. Say with my Heatran commit, I already know I got a Hundo Heatran. I already got the shiny. So.
I don't have a Hundo. I might just try to farm a little more XLs. Have a couple 98s. Cool. I'm at 93 XL, so I might have to farm some XLs, but nothing like whoa.
Right. Alright, so let's now move on. Let's get back on topic rather. Let's talk about Team Go Rocket. So we got Giovanni here. So for those of you who don't know, we got the lineup changed, and it's gonna stay that way until the next Team Go Rocket takeover, which I'm assuming would be in September. I'm guessing. I don't know. They changed this beat. So, looking at his lineup, he's gonna lead off with Person, and then he's gonna bring in either Nidoking, Rhyperior, or Garchomp, and then he's gonna end with Regirock. So there's that. Now, what Pokemon Go Hub recommends in terms of your counters, Machamp, Swampert, and Kyogre. I would swap, ironically enough, this is for a Pokefan, I would swap out Machamp and bring in Lucario. And your Lucario needs to have Power Punch. So the objective here is to get rid of the shields, and you will still be super effective against Person. If you have the health, you will still be super effective against Rhyperior. And if you somehow survive that, you will still be super effective against Regirock. Swampert will be super effective against everything except for Person and Garchomp. Yeah, that's right. But it will be super effective against everything else. Same with Kyogre, but with Kyogre, you want your Kyogre to have Blizzard because of Garchomp. So I like that. If I was going to battle Giovanni for Regirock, that's what I would use. However, I'm not going to do that. So as you can see, the name of the crest is a Shadowly Disturbance. I'm not patching page 1, and I still have, by the way, from the shadows. I did not pass page 1 at all. So there you go with that. So Aecorona, are you gonna battle Giovanni, get Shadow Regirock?
I already got it. I got a lovely 7-6-12. I forgot to TM frustration away since it was not that great.
Well, yeah, Regirock already wasn't exactly useful in the game, so Shadow Regirock, I can't even imagine. So there's that.
I like to have it for like keeping on the decks, so I do them all. I don't save my Rocket Raiders.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Like if they were to bring him back, then I'd probably do that as well. But I'm currently saving my Super Rocket Radar. So your team is Machamp, Haxorus, and Zangoose. Haxorus? Let me backtrack. Let's go back here. Haxorus. So HAX. So does he know? It does no Surf. So it would be super effective against Regirock, Rhyperior, and Nidoking. And it would be in a super effective battle with Garchomp, which is why I'm like kind of hesitant about Haxorus against Garchomp. Now, what's the other one you said? Zangoose. So Zangoose do have a fighting move. So that would work against Rhyperior, Person as well, and Regirock. Okay, that's not bad. And does it have anything else? Zangoose. Let's go look at my shiny. It have Dig, so yeah, that would work as well. So Haxorus can have fighting move as well. Oh, yours only no breaking swipe. Oh, okay. So yeah, Zangoose can no Dig. Close combat. Yep, I knew it. Nice slash ain't exactly useful. Anything else that it might know? And then of course I could check with this. Nope, not that. This right here. Okay, just those three. So yeah, close combat, Dig, Zangoose. So yeah, that's a fine party. But again, with the Machamp, well, I know you don't have a Riolu or Lucario rather, but you want to get them shields down as quickly as possible, so you can use your charge move and do the damage. So that's why I'm going with Lucario here, or I would recommend a Lucario. So there's that. Yeah, you can also TM the move Break and Swipe as well. There's that too. Alright, let's move on now to Arlo. So Arlo will lead up with Aipom, which now can be shiny. Shiny Shadow Aipom is now in the game. We got that. His second Pokemon will either be, and to me this is the toughest lineup, depending on what he used, or one of them. It's between him and Cliff. So he will either use Alakazam, Miss Magius, or Sharpedo. And then his third Pokemon will either be Scizor, Snorlax, or Magnezone. And what Pokemon Go Hub recommends are Machamp, Tyranitar, and Chandelure. And again, take out Machamp, bring in that Lucario with that power punch. I need that power punch. Or maybe, what's that thing called? Poliwhirl. No, Poliwrath. Yeah, Japan Love, I'm good, thanks. Enjoy your luck. Thank you for the lurk. So yeah, those three, or those two would be good for me. So, and so far, no shiny shadow Pokemon from this time around, that is. So the Lucario, and then my Lucario also have Shadow Ball. So I would A-Palm, or Power Punch A-Palm, get rid of the shields, make it faint. And if I do, first of all, if he bring in Sarpedo's done against Lucario. Sarpedo's done. Now, he would have bring in Alakazam and Miss Magius. The Alakazam would be tough because the Alakazam does a lot of damage. But if you can get the Shadow Ball off with the Lucario, you're good. You get the Shadow Ball off with the McMagius, you're good. And then the last Pokemon, if it's Snorlax or Madazone, Lucario will do his thing against the two of them. Now, Snorlax does got some bulk, so you may need to bring in your backup if it comes down to it, which it would probably be in this case a Snorlax. I'm not Snorlax, Tyranitar. But there's that. But even if Lucario doesn't make it against Madazone, bring in Chandelure that have a fighting move, charge move, you're straight. Or even Scizor, bring in that Chandelure with a fighting move, you're straight. And really, the Tyranitar, you wanted to have Bite and Crunch for the Miss Magius, for the Alakazam. And then you'll be good as well. And also make it have Stone Edge too for that Snorlax. So anywho, how you feel about Shadow A-Palm or Shiny Shadow A-Palm?
Shiny Shadow Aecorona?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Aecorona. I haven't found a shiny yet. I have done mostly Clefs. The shiny Aerodactyl looks kind of cool to me.
Okay. When it was released, you got shiny A-Palm on your first turn. It was 81% IV. You have an Alakazam, but its CP is 10-11. I wouldn't recommend an Alakazam, not against a Miss Magius, unless you're because like his quick attack moves are so slow. So that's the problem. I would not recommend that against Arlo. And even Sharpedo, if Sharpedo have a dark move, Alakazam is done. So I would not recommend Alakazam, especially one with 10-11 CP. So I would say, yo, you gotta grind for that Stardust. Now, speaking of like what you just said about A-Palm, once upon a time I had 12. Now I got 11. And matter of fact, where's the one at? One of these. Have you heard the story about the A-Palm that got me to do a cartwheel?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay, let me find it. There it is. There it is. This 567 shiny A-Palm that was caught in Minato City, Tokyo, Japan. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was in Japan for the very first time, and I think this was our last night there. And while we was in Tokyo, we found it was me, Pokemon Master Holly, Super Trainer Sakura, the cruise ship, JT Valor, and it was just the 5 of us. We were roaming around this park that was somewhere in Tokyo City, and it was an A-Palm nest. So Holly was like, the first person to find a shiny have to do a cartwheel. Like, I think 3 minutes after she said it, I'm like, yo, Tom, hold my bag. I empty out my pockets. And Tom looked at me like, what are you doing? And I did the cartwheel. That was like, oh, dang, he got the shiny. So, yeah, that was this right here.
That's fun.
That was this right here. Now, I had 12. Well, obviously, one of them I evolved. But I had 12, but I currently have 11. So, you're probably wondering, what happened to my 12? Do you know what happened to my 12 by any chance?
Did you trade it to... I'm going to take a wild guess. You traded it to Nick by chance?
Yes, I did trade it to Nick. So, ladies and gentlemen, I traded to Trainer Tips. At the Ultra Beast event in Hollywood, I traded to Nick. And you want to know... Do you know where he traded me?
Pikachu.
Do you know which one?
Yes, the one with the... Yeah, I don't have it. It's shiny Pikachu that has like a colorful... Like, I don't remember. It was a Japan exclusive costume.
This one. So yeah, he caught this one in Singapore. The safari was only been in
that's right.
Singapore.
Singapore.
And it became lucky.
Yeah,
And that was his last one.
It was, yeah. That's how I remember it, because I collect shiny Pikachus, and I remember he didn't complete it a challenge, and he just said that if you find him first, he will trade you any of those that he caught on that safari zone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what happened. So you see it right there, folks. Me and Trading Tips Nick, we did a trade November 26th, which was Thanksgiving Day weekend. We was in Hollywood for the Ultra Beast event. And yeah, I traded him a shiny Apom. I was being nice, because he said he did not have a lot of shiny Apoms. So I traded him one. He gave me this, which was his last one. And it just happened to be a lucky trade, which was crazy. And Tom was standing right there. The cruise ship was standing right there. And he still remembered that cartwheel story too. So yeah, that's cool. Alright, so back to Team Go Rocket. Wait, what the squad? Oh yeah, I used the squad at Lucario. Alright. Let's move on to Cliff. So, here's what Cliff have. He have Shadow Aerodactyl to lead off with. I already, by the way, let me get this real quick so I can show this to everybody. AER actually. Bam, there it is right there. I got this in 2021. So, I'm not looking for Cliff anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. So, he's going to have that. If you're lucky, you could get that, by the way. So, he's going to start off with that. Did you get the shiny Doduo today? I got it already. I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even looking at all. So I was like, nah. I already got the shiny Doduo. Yeah, that was today's Spotlight Hours featured Pokemon. But anywho, he gonna lead off with Shadow Aerodactyl. Then he gonna either pick, and this is another hard one, Slowking, Galade, or Credilli. And then he gonna end with either Tyranitar, Mamoswine, or Dusknoir. So, what Pokemon Go Hub recommended was Lucario, Tyranitar, and Togekiss. Now, I will be perfectly honest. What squad do I have for Cliff? I have Lucario, Togekiss, and Machamp. Now, you probably wondering, why did I have two fighters, no less? So, let's take a look at his lineup. So, Lucario, the objective here is to get the shields done, and then switch them out. I didn't mean to do that. And then switch them out and bring in either, well, my Togekiss does not have ancient power. This one don't anyway. This one have, oh, I do. So this one do have it. So yeah. So this one have ancient power, which is super effective against Aerodactyl, which is shocking. And then the Machamp that I have in here, that one also have, let me double check that real quick. Where this one don't have the Rock Slide move like this one do, but like if you could get it with Rock Slide and Payback, that would be cool. So Aerodactyl would be weak against Rock, so that's where Togekiss and a Rock Slide Machamp would come to play. Also, with the Slowking, Togekiss would be good here because of the Charm move. So they, and of course Machamp with even though it's risky, Machamp with Payback will work here as well. Payback will work against Galade, and of course Togekiss against Galade, yeah. And then Credilli with Lucario, Machamp with fighting moves. Tyranitar, Lucario, Machamp with fighting moves there. Togekiss against Mamoswine is a risk, but with that ancient power and flamethrower, you'd be good. Dusknoir, Togekiss would be good there as well. So how you feeling about Cliff?
That's the one I'm trying for. So that's the only one I'm doing as far as like whenever I have a radar.
Excuse me.
So yeah, I feels I don't know, somehow I just wreck them with a Kyogre usually, but yeah, that's the one I'm kind of trying to get the shiny shadow for.
Okay, Pokefan, I'm assuming you got two shiny Doduos. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, and well, you can't Mega Evolve a Shadow, unfortunately. So, but nevertheless, yeah, that is a good shiny. I just got it already, so it's like, yeah I don't need it.
I mean, for GoFest, it's gonna be interesting wearing the. Is it a backpack? Is it a whatever? I don't know, but yeah,
a satchel.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. All right, and last but certainly not least, we got Rifey, my Rifey, that is. Despite what Nick says, she's my Rifey. We got Sierra here. So she's gonna lead off with Geodude, which is actually the number one thing that I'm looking for personally, the shiny shadow Geodude. So she's gonna lead off with that, and after that, either she's gonna bring in Steelix, Gardevoir, or Sableye, and then after that, it's either gonna be Houndoom, Gyarados, or Victory Bell. This could potentially give you some trouble, depending on what she brings in. So let's see what GoHub recommend. They recommend Swampert, Tyranitar, and Dragonite. Now, as you can clearly see, I got Swampert, Togekiss, and Darkrai. So let me explain why. Swampert, you can easily get her shields down quickly. Super effective against Geodude, super effective against Steelix, super effective against Houndoom. If she bring those three in, Swampert is sweeping her party. Now, Togekiss, this Togekiss does not, this is a different Togekiss that I have in here. This one have the Charm move, Dazzling Gleam, does not have Rock Slide, which would have been nice against Gyarados, but I figured Charm and Dazzling Gleam would be enough against the Gyarados, and it is. But it's also good against Gardevoir, more or less. It's not super effective, but it's still good. It's definitely good against Sableye. It's good against Houndoom, and it's a bit of a risk, but it's still really good against Victory Bell. If Victory Bell have a poison type move, you could be in trouble. But nevertheless, it's still good against that, especially since if yours have Flamethrower. So there's that, and then the last one, the Darkrai. Darkrai would be good against Gardevoir, and I think what else? I think that's it. Cause it's got Ghost, Dark, and Poison. Mine's do. So let me look at Gardevoir real quick. Darkrai rather. Not. Hold up. Back up. This right here. Yep. It got a Quick Attack, Dark move, Slug Bomb, and Shadow Ball. So yeah. So what are your thoughts about Sierra?
Well, that's Geodude that's a cool little shiny. So nothing wrong with that. I mean, yes, like you said, it's the harder of the three, but maybe you'll have to do 1 or 2 tries. But yeah, that's also a good shiny to look for.
Right. Let's see. You said Machamp and Haxorus are weak to Fairy. Well, I never said I was using Haxorus, so I'm not using Haxorus. I'm assuming he's talking about my Cliff party. So let me back up out of here real quick. Where you at, Cliff? Right here. Yeah. So obviously, but here's the thing though. Fairy. So Cliff doesn't have a wait. What's Slowking? Slowking is Water Psychic, right? Yeah. So yeah, Cliff doesn't have a Fairy type, and Galade, that's Psychic and Fighting. So Cliff doesn't have a Fairy type, and that's the only team leader when I'm using a Machamp. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there. Yeah, none of these Pokemon that Cliff have are Fairy types, nor do they have a Fairy type move. Let me double check that Slowking just in case. Yeah, it don't have a Fairy type move. So let me double check that real quick. Yeah, it does not have a Fairy type move. So yeah, I'm good with Machamp against Cliff. That's the only one I'm using Cliff against. The Machamp, or using Machamp against is Cliff. Alright, but yeah, that Shiny Shadow Geodude, that's the one I'll be gunning for the most right there. Alright, so let's move on to, okay, so we talked about this, but Mega Tyranitar. We talked about how useful it is. So my question for you is, are you going to be raiding like crazy for Mega Tyranitar energy? That's my question for you now. Or are you trying to get the shiny or a Shundo or the Hundo, whatever the case may be?
No, I have several Hundos. So like you were saying, like probably energy for 2 or 3 and save a couple. So maybe like 5-10 raids, I think. Will do it for me. So right. Not raiding too much, but you know, if people want to do them, I'll probably host them. But no, just like 10, 20 max. Depends on how long we'll have it for. But yeah.
So that starts on the 25th? Yeah, that's the 25th. So yeah, I have plenty of time to do those megas because my flight to Japan is on Saturday the 29th, and I land on Sunday night, and then I would be somewhere in Japan until Mega Tyranitar goes away. I'm not saying where. It's a secret.
Ooh.
It's for a little project that I'm doing. I won't reveal it until later on this year. But yeah, So yeah, I would have plenty of time to do Mega Tyranitar raids.
I mean, as long
So,
as you have a good lobby, you should be able to get in and get 200 apiece. They should, maybe they're soloable too. So maybe that's a good little challenge you can do.
Because I heard that his defense is kind of up there as well. I don't know about that one. But we just have to wait and see on that one. Let's see. So that was it for that. Alright, so here's a topic that's somewhat near to my heart. This coming weekend, outside of me going to North American International Championship, Japan level, why you say wait what? What are you talking about? But yeah, outside of me going to actually the family reunion in Texas, this weekend it would be the North American International Championships. That's going on this weekend. That's actually starts on Friday, if my memory serves it correctly. It starts on Friday, and then it ends on Sunday. And this is like the last major tournament before Worlds, if memory serves it correctly. So, also another thing that Aecorona10 does on his stream on Twitch, he also do PvP. So, obviously you're not going to compete, but how are you feeling about the North American International Championship for, that are coming up this weekend? What are your thoughts about that?
I haven't followed many of the championships. Are you gonna participate? Like, are you gonna try to get your ticket for Japan? My favorite league is usually Masters, so that's why, like, I'm still waiting for Masters to come into GBL in order for me to get some battles in.
Oh, okay. So, I can. Actually, it's supposed to be showing. Matter of fact, we can double check real quick. It's supposed to be coming out this week. Well, the premiere. Let me double check that real quick. I haven't touched this since I went on vacation. I need to get back to it so I can at least reach Ace. We need to go into a battle. So Ultra right now, and then the single type Great League edition is going on. I need to look into that. So on June 29th, which is in 2 days, it's the Master Premiere. Yes. So I'm not sure if you want the Premiere or if you just straight up want Master League as a whole. But yeah, that's coming up real soon.
Premiere? They're bringing back Premiere?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I'm okay with Premiere, but I rather do the Open. Oh,
right. I don't blame you. I don't blame her.
Nice.
Let me see. Yeah, Japan lover. Yeah, I'm going to Japan. So, I would be in Japan from. Well, I'm gonna be staying at a layover Sunday night on the 30th in Tokyo, and then Monday I take another flight to my actual destination, which is a secret, and then I'm going to Osaka for GoFest. And then after that, I'll be honest, like a number of us that are going, we have not booked anything after that. So I'm still waiting to hear back to see like, yo, what's up with that? We need to start booking to finish off the Japan trip, whatever the case may be, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, GoFest Osaka. I would be going to that. And all that jazz. And then I also would be going to Worlds, which you brought up. So I won't be competing at Worlds. Or in this case, I won't be doing a day 0. So there's that. So, Japan lover, I'll be honest. There is a window. There is a window for us to meet. It's the Monday after Osaka. That's more than likely going to be my window. Because I would be in the Tokyo, Yokohama area first. Before everybody else, I think. Based on what I'm hearing. So, that's my window. We can meet up Monday. And I will also admit as well, I also want to hit up Knocking on Broadway on Monday. And a Happy Pancake on Monday as well. So yeah, I know you can't attend any of those events. So if you're trying to meet up that Monday after Osaka and the Monday before Worlds, that's the big opening. Because I have no clue what everybody else doing from Tuesday to Thursday. I have no idea. And then after that is Worlds, and after that I'm out of Japan. And I'm going to be in Hawaii for a layover. But yeah. So back to the internet. Well, back to Worlds, right? Well, NIC, I'm gonna miss it because again I would be at Texas for a family reunion Monday morning, Pennsylvania. Okay, good. So I would be taking a train to. No, that's not true. I would be flying to Tokyo from Osaka. So yeah, I don't know. I need to look at my plane ticket. I don't know what time I would be back in Tokyo on Monday, but yeah, there's that. But let's get out of here real quick. NIC. So, but actually, here's the thing. What I think I'm gonna do for next season, I will attend because I have been attending some of these tournaments and cover and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. But I'm thinking of competing. Not this season, but next season. See how I do. If I think I did really well, I may continue to compete to try and qualify for Worlds for 2024, and then we'll see what's up with that. So that's my thoughts on that. Have you ever thought of competing by any chance, Aecorona?
Well, if there's a tournament nearby, maybe, but no, not in that level. I'll have to get really lucky for me to. I mean, who knows, but not as far in the near future.
Okay. So what I will warn you is this about competing. If I recall correctly, if I heard this right correctly, I know it costs money to compete. And if memory serves it correctly, I think it costs $70 to enter a regular regional tournament.
Yep.
But I'm still down to do it and see how it goes. So if I did really good at it, then the next one that's close to me, I would try again. If I'm terrible, I'm done.
I mean,
it's going to be like a one-time experience.
I think it can be a very good experience for the people you meet and whatnot. So,
Right.
I mean, at least it's a double elimination, right? So worst case scenario,
Yes.
you lose six. Well, not six, but two matches, and then you're out.
Yeah, like 4 games, 2 matches, something like that. Unless you reach the finals, something like that. Then you have to lose 3.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why is your Alakazam faster synchro? It depends on what the charge move. Not charge move. Quick attack move is. Let me double check that real quick. Alakazam. So this one have Psycho Cut. That's probably right. Psycho Cut is a quicker move. If you have that, that's right. But if you have Confusion, which is a more powerful move, that one is time consuming to get off. Counter. Is counter quick?
Counter is a fast move though, somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fast move, but like, is it a quick fast move?
It is so.
It
is so.
Okay, so yeah, in your case, Pokefan, you may either have Psycho Cut or counter. That's probably right. I forgot Alakazam can know fighting moves too, so that's another good point. Let's see. Oh, it's Psycho Cut. Yeah, that's right. But the stronger one is Confusion, but it takes forever to get off of Confusion. It's like, like that's Confusion. Psycho Quirk is like Shurikens. So, yeah, there you go with that. Anything else regarding North American International Championships from you, Aecorona?
No, let's see. How many? Like, is it one last ticket that is available, or is it 2?
Wait, what do you mean by one last ticket? You mean like the last chance to qualify the Worlds?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're doing it this year, but I remember specifically last year. I was watching it while I was in Tampa because Worlds happened on my birthday weekend last year, and I was in Tampa for it. They had a day 0. On Thursday or Friday, I don't remember when that day 0 event was.
Yeah.
But basically, day 0 was like the last shot to qualify. Like, you have to go over there yourself, find a place to stay yourself, and then probably an entry fee. But that was like the last shot. So they're probably gonna do it again this year.
Yeah.
But so I would probably say NIC is your last shot to qualify, to have them pay for your flight and hotel. Yeah. That's probably what I would say about NIC.
I see.
But yeah.
No. It will be interesting to see how Worlds goes and how it keeps developing to following years for people that still play.
So yeah, I watch a lot of the tournaments, and I've been to Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of interesting competitors that qualified already. Some of them I know more or less personally, so it's gonna be interesting to see how worlds go. And I can't wait because I will be there live, even though I currently don't have a ticket. But I will be there live nevertheless. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Alright, so let's move on down here now. Alright, so Japan Lover, probably late sometime next month in July. We can talk DM about meeting up in Japan. So is that August 3rd? Let me see. No, it's not August 3rd. I just thought about it. It's not August 3rd. So that's when Osaka Go Fest. Well, no, that's not true. Go Fest Osaka starts the day after that. So it would be August the 7th. That's when I would fly from Osaka back to Tokyo. And that would be probably the only free window I would have, because I would be by myself on that day before everybody else shows up on Tuesday. So it would be on August the 7th, Japan Lover. Alright, so with that out the way, is there, Aecorona, is there anything that you would like to say before we sign off? If you want to shout out your live streams or Twitter or TikTok or whatever the case may be, go ahead, do that, knock yourselves out. So yeah, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. Nice talking to you about the game. Hopefully, Niantic give us some good surprises in the next couple of months. And simple and easy in all the platforms, even the ones I don't use. You can find me as Aecorona10. And you guys are more than welcome to stop by Twitch if you ever want to hang out and do some raids. Probably on Wednesdays as far as now, but hey, whenever the megas are out, we probably do a little bit more. But once again, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Tru, for the opportunity.
All right, no problem, no problem. Oh, quick question, speaking of raids, have you been doing the Gimme Goo raids in Scarlet Violet?
Yes. I have spent
Okay.
like 34 hours on those. I still haven't found the shiny yet. Yeah.
I done a small amount because I was on vacation, so I would try to do more tomorrow. And then it's going to be tough from there because I'll be in Texas. But I'm bringing my Switch with me, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We see how it goes.
I'll send
All
you a
right.
message if I got the shiny one. I have been looking for the shiny raid just to host it later.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah. Hit me up if you got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno show. Next month will be on July, so the next show will be on July 23rd, because on the 30th, I would be in the plane the entire day. And I would be in Japan. So normally I would have these on the last Sunday of the month. I couldn't do it this month because I was in Miami. So I moved it to Tuesday, and then like the last 3 Sundays I was in Florida. So I couldn't do it on Sunday this month. Next month, it will not be on the last Sunday. It would be on the Sunday before last, which would be the 4th Sunday, which would be the 23rd. And then hopefully we can return to our original scheduling in August, which would be on the 27th, which would be on day 2 of Global Go Fest. 8 p.m., which would be tough, but yeah, we're going to go from there. All right, so this was the June edition of the Tru Inferno show. Shout out to Aecorona10. I've been saying your name wrong this whole time. Shout out to Aecorona10 for showing up, being my guest. I'm going to try to get a guest for July. I have one in mind. I need to check with their schedule, though, because they're going to be doing a crap ton of traveling. So I need to check with them, see what their schedule like, and then I can bring them on as a guest. If not, I had to look for somebody else. But yeah, so before I sign off, I do want to point this out as well. Let me see if I can do this real quick before I sign off. Okay, here it is. This is what I want. So what I want to do is, let me see if this works real quick. Okay, this is being done, so I gotta do this right. Chat, bear with me before you sign off. Bear with me. Let's close that up. And let's mute that. Okay, so I think this is what I want right here. Yeah, that works. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure y'all following me on Twitter. I'm not sure y'all seen my videos. However, what I will say is this. I think it's this one. Let me see. It's not showing up for some odd reason. Why is it not showing up? It should be showing up, but for some odd reason, it's not showing up. Yeah, it's not showing up for some odd reason. But okay, let's do this then. We're gonna do where you at? Where you at? Windows. We're gonna do that. There it is, right there. Your boy got a new merch store. I got a web store actually. So there you see it right there. The Tru Inferno web store is out now, and as you can see right there, it's the Tru Inferno 2023 Go Fest New York T-shirt. This is now available at the new Tru Inferno merch store, so you can pick this up at the Tru Inferno merch store. And I click on the wrong thing by accident. So let's go right here real quick. So yeah, there's the link right there. It's in the chat. Head on over there. You can pick up the new merch right there. Comes in different colors. This is how it looks. Also, there's 10% off. If you use the code OPENING, you will get 10% off pretty much anything. I think you have to spend at least $20 on it. And there's maybe certain, certain conditions, whatever the case may be, where it may or may not work. But yeah, the code OPENING will work. 10% off pretty much the entire store until Friday. And then that code is gone. And this shirt is here for a limited time. As you can see right there, it says limited time. Because on September the 1st, which is the first of the month, it's gone for good. So yeah, if you want some Go Fest merch from me, this is the one right here. Tru Inferno merch. And I'm working on some more stuff for this web store. Also got some of my old merch on here as well, like the Chibi Tru Inferno collection, the original Tru Inferno collection. So that's how some of this stuff looks as well. They were on my old clothing line store, whatever. I moved them over here. So yeah, there you go with that. All right, so there you have it. That's the new web store. All right, so let me see. Any thoughts about Niantic saying that? Oh, okay. I wish they would have kept it as is, because I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Texas, so I was hoping to find Haluchas. And I heard Corsola spawns down there as well. So I was hoping for more spawns to get that. But I don't know. We'll see what's up with that. It kind of sucks that they calling the increased spawns a bug. So that's kind of sucks. Again, I didn't report that was a thing. I had no clue. I was in vacation. So I was barely following the news like that. So there you go with that. You're not excited for Mega Tyranitar because you had him and you love Mega Blaziken. Well, you hate him. Oh, you hate him. So there's a personal vendetta. Okay. Let me see. If you get a raid just for the Mega Energy, then you want to have it. Yeah. Mega Tyranitar is going to be a beast. When it comes out, it's going to be top 5. And then when Mega Mewtwo X Ride and Mega Rayquaza comes out, it's still going to be in the top 10. Mega Tyranitar is going to be a beast. And then, are you saving 10 remote passes from? Well, obviously you can only hold like what? The maximum is 5. So I mean, there's that. But it is what it is. If you want to do Mega Blaziken, go ahead and knock yourself out. I already done it, so I'm good with that. So I'm about to lose my voice. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. So new video will be out on Wednesday. Will be out tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I got some stuff that I got to talk to you guys about. July events and something else. And then you probably won't see another video from me for the rest of the week. Unless some more news drop, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to call it a wrap. Again, shout out to Aecorona10 for showing up to the live stream. Make sure you check him out on Twitch. Twitch.tv/AEcorona10. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and check him out. I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is my new J Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith. Saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.